Hey everyone, Merry Christmas Eve from California, or Merry Christmas depending on where you are in the world. This is my first Facebook Live, so I'm a little bit nervous, so bear with me. But I wanted to give you a little bit of an update as to where I am kind of in my health journey. And so I've actually been doing the keto diet recently, so this is my second time doing keto. But the first time when I did it for about, I think, 2 or 3 months, and it was really difficult for me, mostly because I love carbs and sugar, and honestly, I think the first couple of days were the hardest for me. I had intense sugar cravings, the low energy, everything that, the keto flu symptoms. But it's interesting, this time when I've done it, and I'll kind of get into the reasons of why I decided to do it again. But this time when I decided to do it, the first couple days were a breeze. Like changing into the diet, I love keto because you feel full. You don't feel like you're depriving yourself because you're eating very high fat. But the 5th day or so, I got the worst sugar cravings and the worst keto flu ever. And so probably for the next maybe 5 days, so for, I don't know, maybe that first week and a half, because the first couple days are fine, and then the next 5 days, so that first week and a half total, I was just I don't even know, I was in bed, I was just I don't want to do anything. I was I had an appetite, I was hungry, but I felt sick, I had a headache, so again, that keto flu. And I was drinking electrolytes like you're supposed to, but I don't know, I was just struggling, guys. So I made it, and after that first week and a half, I just broke through, and I was I feel amazing. So I don't know, I feel great now, and the primary reason I decided to do it was because I actually found out that I had SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overgrowth. So I've kind of talked a little bit, if you read my blog, about gut issues and how intimately tied they are with the rest of our bodily health. And you might also know that I have IBS. And so I've been noticing some weird stuff going on with my gut, just not normal, and a lot of bloating after meals. And so I'll have my nice flat, okay, when I say flat, in my mind, I'm looking good, but I think it's flat. None of us are perfect, but you know what I mean. So my nice flat stomach, and then after I get done with my meal, then I'm looking like I'm 5 months pregnant. And so I got my nice round stomach afterwards, and I'm what is going on here? And it just does not feel good. And I also noticed some weird stuff going on with my blood sugar too. And so I am really, really in tune with my body because of insulin resistance and PCOS. And I think we have to be super careful with our just being in tune with our body, and understanding when you feel those weird things and something isn't right, then something probably isn't right. And we are all super I think more in tune with our body than most people, because we have to be, and we have to be really aware of our health. And so I was just noticing really bad sugar cravings after meals, and again, that bloating, and just feeling fatigued, and not really having that much of an appetite as well, which is not like me. And I've been really busy working on something exciting, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And so I think that kind of not focusing on my health as much as I usually do, I was kind of ignoring some things, and I just decided I need to change things up, and I need to really focus on my own health. And so I decided to do keto, because I think that that's really a great option for women with PCOS. So yeah, so I did, and actually in the last about 3 weeks, I'm almost at week 4, I've lost about ½ an inch from my waist, and I don't weigh myself because I don't think that's the greatest indicator of just, I guess, fitness and overall health. And I didn't do this to lose weight because, I don't know, I personally, and this is getting a little bit vulnerable, but I think I struggle a little bit when it comes to like obsessing about weight when I tend to weigh myself or even taking measurements. I do it very infrequently, and I just like to keep track of my body and kind of how I feel and how my clothes fit. But understanding like how you feel and being in tune with your body, I think, is more important, and knowing that you're being healthy, because we all know, you know what I mean? Like, I think like ultimately when you get on the scale and you're like, dang it, like only 1 pound lighter, and you know that you had like, you didn't eat as well as you could have that week, like ultimately like, you know that before you step on the scale. So I don't think that like I really need to do that. I think I know my body well enough to know that what I need to eat in order to do what it needs to do. And that's why I don't weigh myself, and I don't really take measurements that frequently. But when I feel like I need to, then I do, and I only really take measurements. So yeah, I lost about ½ an inch, which is awesome. Honestly, I think a lot of that was bloating and also water weight, because women with PCOS and thyroid conditions, I actually found this out recently, which I didn't know, actually really maintain a lot more water weight than most other women. So women obviously maintain more water weight than I believe than men. And so like for instance, when I was taking my weight, it would fluctuate like multiple pounds every day, which is not normal. Like a couple pounds maybe, or like even like 0.0 pounds, but like not several pounds. So yeah, so that's kind of my little update. So if you feel like, you know, you're having like a lot of bloating after meals, or I don't know, like you're feeling like sugar crashes, or a lot of fatigue, especially around like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock. For me, that was huge. It was always around that time frame, because that is so correlated with your blood sugar. Or you're waking up at weird times during the night, or waking up feeling kind of like anxious in the morning. All of those things are like weirdly all correlated with your blood sugar and insulin resistance. So yeah, honestly, I would really, really recommend trying keto. It can be rough, but it's a great option for women with PCOS. And anyone out there that is keto right now, I would love to hear any recipes or advice that you have, because I'm sure that you guys all have some amazing advice and recipes, having been on it for a lot longer than I have. So feel free to comment or send me a message or anything. So the last thing I kind of wanted to mention was that you might have seen this on my Instagram, but I have been working really hard with 2 of my amazing friends, and we have been working on a new wellness program called Balanced Bellas. And so this program is actually only for women. So sorry guys if you're watching this, but yeah, so it's only for women, and we actually created a meal plan specifically for women with PCOS. So if you have a New Year's resolution to get healthier, to lose weight, we have the meal plan specifically for women with PCOS. We have other meal plans if you want to do like plant-based, if you have IBS, or if you want to eat low FODMAP. And you can look into a little bit more of that. I'm not the gut guru. My good friend Bianca, or Be Free Living, is the gut guru, and so she knows more than I could ever hope to know about gut health. But she has created an amazing low FODMAP meal plan and a gut detox as well. And so we have that gut detox, and we have a plant-based meal plan and a standard meal plan if you just kind of want to change it up but eat healthier and really focus on weight loss. And then we have exercise guides and tutorials, and honestly, so much webinars for education purposes, challenges. Guys, like we have so much in there, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share this with you, because it's such an amazing program, and we worked so hard to bring this to you, because we really wanted to focus on bringing you something that's made by women who understand what it's like to go through a health journey and a weight loss journey, and have a community too that you can, you know, have other people who understand to talk to and speak to the challenges, and also like the exciting things and non-scale victories and all those things. So I'm And we have recipes too. Sorry, I got a little excited. We have recipes in there, so some awesome recipes. And we've worked with a recipe developer too. So there's some good stuff in there. And really, what we wanted to focus on is like, it's all about balance. You have to live your life, and you have to like, you have to enjoy like all the things that life has. And so that's why we call it the Balance Fellas, because there's so much stuff to enjoy in life. And like, your health journey is so important. There's almost nothing more important than your health. But like, at the same time, you have to enjoy everything that life has to offer. And so we've like basically created a program that allows that. And we have some healthy treats in there too. And like, they're not like the nasty like treats that are like healthy but they're like actually disgusting. No, these are like stuff that's good. Like, you actually like, you can enjoy life and still be healthy, and like, that's what we're all about. And so if that's interesting to you, like, feel free to message me, or if it's not, like, that's totally okay too. And if you want to talk about being keto or just being healthier, like, I want you to be the healthiest version of yourself. So feel free to message me too, and I'd love to chat with you. So have a Merry Christmas, and I wanted to show you guys my Christmas sweater. Yay! I think it's so awesome. So it's kind of is me in a nutshell. If you didn't already pick that up, I'm a little quirky, and yeah, that's me. So anyways, yeah, have a Merry Christmas, guys.